Hey guys. Well, I'll tell you, for something that's supposed to be ending, which is these enemies that have set upon us and basically been forcing us to stay with them against our own will, to be connected to them when it's completely against our will, non consensual, that's for sure. You'd think, for something like that that's supposed to have ended now, that it would be ended. And but it sure does seem like they're still trying. And I really have no. I mean, that's just a war. There is no excuse at that point. There's no excuse. They have no excuse. There's no agreements whatsoever, and never has been. And that's all been a lie on their part. And they're being exposed for that. All these lies that they've told on me about who I am and what I want or trying to do. That's all failing them now, and it will. And all those people, the white people and the people of the sky, that everyone in society knows that no, I'm not the black one. I'm not the wizard or witch or the person of magic. I'm not that. They know that. They know that. And there's no way that they can claim that voluntarily we're in any type of arrangement with them. They're just simply been committing war against me. And again, I say, you know what? For all that they've been doing against me and all that they've done to me and all they wanted from me, let that be what they get. Let that be for them now. Let it be, that is made the decisive winner against all of these, and that we're set loose from them, and that they have no further recourse, and they can't attach themselves to me or attach anything else, or attach anything to me. But instead, that anything that they would have tried to do in such a way is met with the force needed to repel them and get rid of them. Those invasions will be punished, and those people will be corrected. I know the Black Witch doesn't like those ideas. They don't want to be punished or corrected, and it's because they don't want to be judged. But judge ye not, right? But they've already been judged, and they know that. They know that they don't qualify for any type of they're not entitled to anything here. That's the strangest thing. I heard them, the other day whenever they were going over their spiel, or one of them that they sort of string together. They were going to just continue to glean the fields and wait for their Boaz. And all I can say is, you go ahead and glean the fields, so long as they're not my fields. You're unwelcome on our lands. You're the alien invader, and you is unwelcome, and you will be ejected, and you will leave, and you will suffer if you try to stay, and you will lose, and it'll all be our gang. And that's the way that story's going. Because you see, this chick that was supposed to be gleaning on the Boaz's land had become, in fact, or de facto, a member of the Jewish tribe through, what was it, Naomi? Whom took her on after, whatever that chick's name was, renounced the God of that people that they were of. But again, I don't think that anyone's ever going to catch the witch saying that they rebuke, reject, refuse, renounce, and repudiate Satan in all of their forms and all that is the kingdom of darkness, such as I do. I don't think that's going to happen. So obviously, all these people that are not me are not going to be with me, and it is my prerogative to choose whom can be a part of my house. That's just that, and God is giving us that prerogative again. But we'll turn it over to them. They'll make sure that all these people, all these troublemakers, are, once and for all, forever and completely disconnected, and only the constant attacks and invasions will be met with great force to repel them. And that great force will cause great damages to the invaders and their forces, making it less likely they'll return, if ever again, for any reason. And again, that's just the way it is, because all this stuff there's no excuses about anything. They're just committing a war. Again, if you are having a church over there, you've got a God that's serving your purposes, and but your God is some kind of an idiot God who thinks that through your working of forces you're going to enslave me, then you're on your way to hell and you're going to suffer and die a lot. That's just because my God's not going to allow for that. He did allow for you to attempt to steal his, but the sky is very jealous of me. They've decided to keep me. The white people love me and they've decided to keep me. All the God people have decided they're going to keep me with them. That we belong up there with them, and that's what's going to happen. Because as the holy diver does, we then make our turn toward the north, back to the sun, and we ascend again to the good place. Because that's what we do. Among all the other things that we do, that's the main mission, guys. That's what we do. And if we can pick up some good folks along the way, those that are on that redemption path, the path to salvation, to real love, to that which is the light and the life, the truth, hopefully we'll be able to be strong enough and well enough, big enough to load all those people in when we go ahead and finish the last leg of the journey out. Guys, thanks again, all of you that are supporting us, for all your well-wishing, for your love. Here. Yep. What you just heard passing by was the condemned evil people, them of the enemy, which heaven and sky have rejected from us, and reject from the skies above and around us, rejecting and repelling them from us, and along with all their energies and all that they be, all that is their helpers and their teams, their supporters, all that says yay for them and is on their side. All that's been eliminated and completely blocked from us. We're made completely unreceptive to all of that. And they do cover us and surround us with all that repels all of that and them, all that is evil. Heaven, amen, in the name of the Prince of Peace, our Father who art in heaven. So obviously, since this is this is several times that they've flown by today, apparently they think that it's still on and somehow they have some rights here, which heaven's going to demonstrate to them completely and totally that no, they don't. They don't have any rights here. They're not a part of this. This is not a house for the evil witch or any of her helpers or anyone that has any malice whatsoever against me or any designs against me, my success or my victory or my ascension. All those people are made not a part of this house, and this house is closed to all of them. Heaven and sky blocks all of them and whatever they send. Again, making us unreceptive to all that and closed to it, and separated spiritually and energetically from all of them and theirs. Thus, we share no time, space, or energies with them. We're going to continue ascending. Again, heaven makes us the day without the other, and so we're going to continue on without them. And I guess we'll reassert that every day, and heaven will use them and their energies, all these that are the invasive, them that have not let go and won't stop. Heaven uses them and their energies and all their efforts for me, to benefit me and against them, and to make us rise higher in elevation and position, causing us to be beyond their reach, energetically and spiritually. Um, Again, keeping us completely and totally separated, spiritually and energetically, so that we share no time, space, or energy. And it's impossible for them to latch on or to get anything in, of course, because they can't even get anything on us. So we had something launched against us a while ago that got on us. It came in as a, I think, well, anyway, it ended up, you know, being run off from here to over there, and then down here, and then over to there. And finally, I think it's pretty much dissipated. And if it is anything of the witch, of course, it's killed. It's driven out with death. And death is sent back to them again. And they are attracting death again and again to them to take them back to the land of the dead where they belong. Because they're dead. As far as I know, they're completely dead. Spiritually dead, obviously. Real sure that, they're the ones that are making the claims that, there's some good people in the world, quote. There's some good people in the world that don't have God in their heart, unquote. Again, if they don't have Him, then what's preventing the other from commanding them? Right? Right. Make a commitment, guys. Be committed to the light. You can't serve two masters, as they say. And so, it's what do you want to end with? Where do you want to end? Do you want to end where there's a bunch of people going, yay, we're all together and we're not down there with them, yay, woohoo, yay? Or do you want to end up down there with them where, just imagine it, there's a whole bunch of sharks in one little tank and they're all hungry and they don't mind eating each other. So where do you want to go? How big of a shark are you going to be? Do you think you're going to be big enough to eat all the other sharks? That's that way. Look it up. See if jackals don't eat their own. That's what I was told by one of them for the longest time. They eat their own. And so they shall, instead of eating me. That's the way it's just got to be. These that have been against us, the imposter, those that are trying to take our place, they just fall. It doesn't matter what they do. They can't win. They can't win against me. It just doesn't matter who they try to pull in. They can't succeed against us. They're not going to get what they want. They're not going to get what they need. They're not going to be able to hold on to what they have. In the name of the kingdom of light and life, the Prince of Peace, our Father who art in heaven. Amen. Have a great Friday night, guys.